The Brahma Bull has arrived. A much-deserved ovation for the Great One. An 8-time WWE Champion.
The Rock's one of the biggest stars in the entire world, and Byron, I think you should keep his name out of your mouth, you jabroni.
A decade and a half of dominance.
And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena.
I say it all the time, and I mean it. The greatest of all time, John Cena, 16-time world champion. There is always a special buzz in the air when John Cena enters the arena. I believe the most polarizing superstar in WWE history. Hustle, loyalty, and respect. A mantra he lives by. And here is the big dog.
And their partner, from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
Now, Roman Reigns once told me he carries his family legacy as a badge of honor that fuels his confidence that cannot be broken. One of the most confident men in WWE today.
You feel the aura of the arena change the minute the opening notes of his song hit. Roman Reigns changes the feeling in the building.
It's all about his yard. Plain and simple. One of the most dominating superstars of recent era.
You can go ahead and say it, Cole, of all time.
And their opponents,
The
first,
Viper!
from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton began his career by being known as the Legend Killer. Randy Orton is now simply a legend.
Randy Orton's career wasn't built on alliances. The most important thing to Randy Orton has been winning championships. He has done that in a major way. A 13-time world champion.
A 13-time world champion. As slick as they come. As smooth as anyone in the business.
And as dangerous as anyone that walks the planet Earth.
Here comes the Kingslayer.
Seth freaking Rollins, the Kingslayer, the architect, undeniably one of the best superstars WWE has seen this generation.
And from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins is
The cerebral assassin has arrived.
Listen to this place.
And their partner from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds, the Game.
This is Triple H's world. The spotlight is his home. A Grand Slam champion, one of the all-time greats.
a former European champion, former Intercontinental champion, Tag Team champion, and WWE champion.
Triple H is right where he belongs, in the spotlight, with the eyes of the WWE Universe fixated squarely on his chiseled physique.
Broke into the main event scene with the likes of The Rock, Mick Foley, Big Show, all at WrestleMania 2000.
And has never looked back since.
The 14-time world champion. The cerebral assassin. One of the all-time greats. Trailblazing, revolutionary. Big match here as we kick off this 3-on-3 contest.
Good luck to the referee, guys. When you put 6 competitors such as this in one match, things are bound to break down in a hurry.
Despite his busy schedule, the only thing that Brahma Bull wants to do now is lay the smackdown on his opponent. Hey, Corey, do you smell that?
Byron, leave the catchphrases to the great one. But yes, we all smell what The Rock is cooking. There, you made me say it.
See, that wasn't too bad.
Slam.
What a stomp. Good grief. Oh, my goodness, crushing it. Shoulder right to the midsection. What a strike.
Looks like Randy Orton has broken a sweat. I think it's safe to say that the action so far in this 6-man tag team match is exactly what we expected.
Oh, moonsault. Incredible agility.
When a superstar is in a 6-man match, one of the most important things to remember is knowing when to tag out and get the fresh member of your team in the ring. We've talked about continuity many times on this program, but it's more than that. You don't want to try to do too much when you have other members of your team out there.
Oh, my gosh.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
Corey, you spoke about when a superstar is in 6-man action and how crucial it is that they have the presence of mind to realize when they need to tag out. Not everyone who competes as part of a 6-man team has the ability to do that. We've seen many times over the years that a superstar's inability to do that has cost their team the match. We've also seen over the years that not all superstars play well with others. Some competitors are so dedicated to singles careers that when they are put in a 6-man team, they become a bit lost. That's when a mistake could be made, and it could be very costly. Gentlemen, the Money in the Bank contract has had many cash-ins over the years, but has there ever been one as memorable as Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 31? I can't think of a grander stage to capitalize on than WrestleMania. It was certainly a shock to the landscape of the WWE. Tag made. Oh, my God! Right back into their own corner.
Recalling that shock of Seth's WrestleMania cash-in, it surprised the WWE Universe, but ultimately disrupted a highly anticipated championship match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it turned into a triple threat against 2 weakened competitors, and being the opportunist he is, Seth Rollins took full advantage and ended WrestleMania 31 with the heist of the century. Right, you stole my line. Oh, continuing to punish them. For a few years, Randy Orton counter here. Ooh, what an up.
How can Roman Reigns be put on the offensive quickly here? Rather than continuing to absorb any more punishment, he might want to tag out here.
I'm not at all surprised to see him struggling a bit here. After all, the other team does feature arguably 3 of WWE's most imposing figures.
Michael mentioned Randy Orton as the face of the WWE, given his long history aligning with Triple H. It made perfect sense for the game to give the Viper preferential treatment, main events, and a lengthy world title reign.
Gentlemen, it was so much more than their history that made Randy Orton the face of WWE. Randy Orton has the look, style, and the attitude of a champion, and that is why Triple H made him the centerpiece of the Authority for so long.
There are times during a 6-man tag match where the hostility between 2 teams overflows. The result is complete chaos, and all 6 superstars duke it out inside, and many times outside the ring. It's complete and total chaos. But if you're one of the legal competitors in the ring during that time, you must return to the ring before the referee's 10 count or risk being counted out
and lose the match for your team.
Byron, you talked about the moment in six-man tag matches when all semblance of order breaks down. Many times the two teams are so determined to tear each other apart that they don't pay attention to who the legal person in the ring is or where the referee is in their 10 count. That's a huge mistake.
In the throes of battle, superstars lose their composure, and what was a six-man tag match breaks down into a Pier 6 brawl. And if you don't keep an eye on the referee's count, you could get counted out and be the reason your team loses the match. I can see Byron making that mistake and ruining it for everybody.
One of the reasons Triple H is so dangerous is that he's so smart.
Nailed it.
When I was Triple H here, I can't help but think how he's changed the face of the WWE over the years, including when he was the driving force behind the creation of Evolution in 2002 with the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
Could have a stiff neck for a while.
Michael started discussing Evolution in 2002 and the force they became. They represented the past with Flair, the present with Triple H, and the future with Randy Orton and Batista. You might not have liked them, but you had to respect them.
Not like Evolution. I loved them in Evolution because they took joy in angering just about everyone else. At one point in 2003, they held every men's championship on Raw. A true testimony to their dominance.
And that one grounds him. I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw.
Something that is always important in a six-man match is having the ability to perform double-team moves. One of the things that successful six-man teams try and execute are double-team moves and then have the third team member perform a signature or finishing maneuver to deliver maximum impact to an opponent.
Teamwork is always paramount in a six-man tag match. Superstars want to be able to have a level of teamwork where two members of the trio perform a double team move and the third member follows that up with a move so their opponent is really down for the count.
The key is to deliver the maximum amount of punishment to your opponent in the least amount of time. You have until the referee's count of 5. It's not like you have all day in the ring. But if your team of 3 can deliver that type of offense, your trio will be in.
Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
They call Seth Rollins the architect for a reason. One of the most cunning superstars on the roster. He's shown he'll burn down bridges to reach the top of the mountain.
What's he looking to do here? STF is in. STF is in.
This is all but over.
And he escapes the submission.
And good thing. That could have been disastrous.
Look out. Roman Reigns is starting to feel it.
We know how Seth has used devious tactics to rise in the WWE ranks. His betrayal of his Shield brothers is a prime example. But Rollins has been on a road to redeem himself from his past deceit.
With this hit, I think this is the beginning of the end. Attitude adjustment.
Nice. Shut it down.
And here we go. Seth Rollins sees his opening.
In 2016, the New Day found themselves in the middle of a sick and twisted rivalry with the...
Whoa, he works his way out.
A bit of a Houdini job right there.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Watch this here. Elbow right to the back of the neck. Looks like a power bomb coming up.
There may be no escaping this one, Cole.
Corey, we've talked about six-man tag matches, and earlier you talked about one that caught the attention of the entire sports entertainment world. The New Day fought for
Seth Rollins.
Somebody, oh, what a super kick from the architect. But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys.
He's going for the pin. This could be it.
Into the pay window.
And Cena pops the shoulder up.
That's either sheer genius or complete stupidity, Cole. There are instances when a six-man tag match will feature a team where superstars have not always seen eye to eye, or are in the midst of a disagreement. When that's the case, someone on the team must step up and be the voice of reason so the trio can function as a cohesive unit.
He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does. Attitude adjustment. Wow, that was incredible. Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
Corey, earlier you talked about what needs to happen when members of a six-man team have differences or had differences in the past. If the team can't find a way to get on the same page, they will not last very long. Someone on the team has to step up and make sure for at least that match, everyone on the team can work together.
That's easier said than done. Just because superstars might be favorites of the WWE Universe or have a common enemy, that doesn't mean they'll get along. It also doesn't mean that any past issues will magically go away. In this business, people have long memories, so if someone sees an issue on their team, they need to resolve it right away.
Seth Rollins has gained many of the highest accolades here in the WWE, multiple tag team titles, and multiple ring rattling.
I'm not sure how much he has left.
Oh, caught him.
Uh-oh, wait a minute, pedigree. I knew it was only a matter of time.
Cover here. And kick it. This one's not over yet.
Gonna take a whole lot. Spear! Spear!
To think, I almost wrote him off earlier.
Oh, what impact. He's lining him up.
It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over.
The Rock turns it around.
Guys, when The Rock first broke in, The Rock.
Yes, rock bottom.
But he's got to capitalize now.
Six of WWE's most alpha personalities all competing in the same match. There's a good chance this one ends deteriorating sooner than later.
As Byron mentioned, The Rock comes from a long line of successful Samoan superstars, including former WWE Tag Team Champion Rocky Johnson, grandfather High Chief Peter Maivia, both of whom are WWE Hall of Famers.
And with respect to those legends, I'd say it's The Rock and his multiple World Championship reigns and WrestleMania main events who shine the brightest.
Inching close. There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
Roman Reigns is out to prove everyone else in WWE is a failure. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. When this guy's on, look out.
And Byron, this takes a ton of strength to pull off, am I right?
Oh, you are definitely right, Michael. But you also have to remember how much energy it drains to pull off.
An amazing match so far, guys, but it looks to me like we're possibly nearing the end here.
Uh-oh, we're gonna see it!
Oh, no.
The most electrifying move in all of entertainment.
The people's elbow! The Viper getting absolutely pounded right now.
Here's the cover for the win. And he got a near fall out of it.
Wow, Randy Orton was all but finished, but he summoned the strength to survive again.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
And Randy Orton just slips out of harm's way. And it's The Rock with the reversal.
I think we're going to get and he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
This will damage your back. Yeah, but it's all about sustaining that effort. Let's hope he can do it.
Both teams
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole. Yeah, and he seems to have an endless supply of energy.
And he's heading back in. In comes John Cena. He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Yeah, but it's all about sustaining that effort. Let's hope he can do it.
In position for a powerbomb.
And that's not a good place to be, Cole.
Into the powerbomb position now.
And that's not necessarily where you want to be at this point in the match.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
He's a long way from a 3 count, I can tell you that. How?
Looks like trouble here, Byron.
I don't know. I guess that all depends on who you're rooting for.
Oh, right to the back.
It should be game over here, guys.
Yeah, you don't see a slam like that very often.
Pedigree. It should be.
He's got him covered. And a kick out by Cena.
Big Match John is not going to go down that easily.
I don't know what he has planned out here, but he must be mindful of the referee's count. What a hellaciously physical match these gladiators have put themselves through. The intensity of this has been incredible.
Look at this.
You gotta believe this one's over. Given what we've seen so far here tonight, it's hard to believe, but one of these teams will walk away from this match with their heads hung. His partner's looking to get back in this thing.
Caught his breath a bit, now he's ready to go again.
Ooh, what impact. This might be it.
Oh, my.
Oh, nasty impact.
Takes him down in a major way, too. He's got the shoulders down. This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Randy Orton is getting ready here. He's too quick for him there. Is he done? Back between the ropes. Both teams working well here together. That's not always the key. Rock bottom, the rock bottom.
What a comeback.
His shoulders are down. 1, 2, 3. What a 6-man tag match.
Something tells me WWE fans will be discussing this 6-man tag match for years to come, and I can't blame them.
I can watch highlights of that one all night long. One of the great WWE matches I've ever been able to watch. Hope everybody at home set those DVRs, because that was a match you're going to want to watch again and again and again. Epic.
Here are your winners, The Rock, John Cena, and Roman Reigns.
You heard the ring announcer. This one's over. And here's your winner.
This was all about one competitor's refusal to lose. When you see that, you have no choice but to respect it.
Before we move on here on Main Event, allow me to thank everybody at home for joining us this week. We truly